And we're live.
Yay.
Good morning, everyone. It's Valerie, otherwise known as Chick Picker.
Chick Picker.
That's right. That is right. Let's see here. Put the chat up. Get it all popped out. And we're off.
We're off.
How's everybody doing? There's Liz and Hank. Hope everybody's having a good morning. A little nippy here.
Spiral or anything?
But it's actually supposed to get up to the high 60s today.
Probably.
That's good.
I got lots of plain notebook paper. Sorry, talking to Gwen.
That's okay.
Bye bye, baby. Have a good day. Short day.
Oh, good. Short days are always good.
Yeah, she has a teacher workshop in the big town today, and then she gets off about 1 o'clock.
Sweet.
Then she's going to the doctor. See if she can get. She's had a urinary
infection, a
something
UTI.
going on. She hadn't been feeling too good, and she gets pains, and she has to get up about 50 times a night to go pee, and
yeah. That's not those are awful. Liz says she's hunting not rabbit, but something she sold. That's almost as bad.
Hunting rabbit.
I hate that. Look up cobra chains and see if that looks like yours in your opinion. That's what Hank said.
Cobra chains.
Oh. Morning, Sherry. Yeah, there was like a ton of trolls yesterday when I did my little haul video. Wasn't on there very long, but man, nobody could even watch because they were busy dealing with the trolls. I have a contagious laugh. Oh my God, I just thought that was funny, the names that they were coming up with. That was hilarious. And the things they were saying. Sally, she wanted to keep them going because she wanted to play a little bit. But I was like, yeah. Let's see. Hank says the almost triangular links makes me think of Cobra first when viewed from a side angle. I don't
know. Let's see.
But yeah, I broke my stride and went to the thrift yesterday and found some really good items. I was really happy with the stuff that I found. Good stuff. On some Salvatore Ferragamo and two pairs of Brahma boots. Well, a pair of Brahma boots and then a pair of, what were they? Steel toe. They were like a tennis shoe, but they were steel toe. So each of those will go for about 30, and I spent $2 on them. What else did I get? I got some SAS shoes and some Joseph Seibel shoes. Those Joseph Seibels didn't look like they were great, but they'll work.
Yeah, you still got some cool new stuff to sell.
Yeah. Hi, Ringo. What you doing? Hmm? Did you eat your some breakfast? Did you eat Elvis's too? Probably. But yeah, I found a few things yesterday, so I got to get all that stuff. Rumor has it Paragola makes you shit your pants. Don't eat that again. I just couldn't believe. I couldn't believe the stuff that she was putting out. And usually, like the more expensive items, they'll put like a sticker on the bottom. 10, 12, sometimes even $25. They'll put, and they'll just put one shoe out and one shoe over by the cash register. And she didn't do that either. So, your loss, my gain. Yeah, and this is just this is just my local, well, it's not even local, it's 25 miles away, but it's the most local I can get. But I'm going to miss that store when I'm gone. I know I am. Because I get good prices and fairly good stuff. And I got a few, I probably got, maybe 10, 12 pieces of clothing, but they didn't really have a whole lot of clothing that I wanted. Valerie, Hickory Springs, we start every morning at 8 o'clock. I heard you had some fun yesterday. She got in an accident, and she had maybe I wasn't supposed to say nothing. Shut up, Valerie. I hope you're okay. Let's see here, what's going on? Flat tire last Friday. Man.
It's always a lot of fun.
Don't say that, Mike. I am moving.
Sherry, my keyboard it's always nasty.
Yeah, mine is horrible.
I think where the vent is that comes out the air conditioner heater up in the ceiling and just, yeah, I get a lot of dust in certain portions of the house. Silver and gold flakes. No, it's dirt. It's dust.
Yeah, I need to get one of those. Need to get some canned air. Valerie says another flat tire last night. Learned how to change my own tire at 56. Hey, that's good. Sometimes you got to do that. I have not had the how would you say it? I've not had the opportunity to do that yet. I like my AAA. What are you doing? You want to get up here? sit down and show everybody how pretty
Chick
you are?
picker, says Tommy.
Oh, gosh.
Big old doggy.
He's grown. He's grown a lot. Where are you going? We don't do that on camera. Let's see.
Yeah, I get those room air filters all the time, but I just keep selling them. I should keep one.
That's good, Valerie. Keep a small compressor with you. I know he's probably overweight. Are you overweight?
Morning.
I would guess he's probably a little overweight.
Sally Boo.
Not that big, but he's... Sally!
What's up?
Wakey, wakey, Mr. Snakey.
I don't have a snaky. Good morning, Hank. Good morning, Sherry. Liz. Tom. Mike.
Why don't you just sit down? Here, just sit down.
Craig.
Stop being nosy. Yes, Nikki. I know. Nikki put up a video last night. Todd, did you put up a video last night?
It went up this morning.
Oh, did it? I haven't watched it yet. Darn it.
Well, just about 30 minutes ago. I started uploading it about 5 p.m. yesterday. It just finished uploading.
Oh, gosh. Ringo, you're not supposed to have that.
I would have been up later, Tommy, if you would have had a show. Just saying. How are you feeling today? I know he's been sick.
Tommy's been sick.
Yeah, he's been having fevers and stuff.
You're not supposed to eat that stuff. Go lay down.
Pumping pillows to the oldies. That's funny.
Ringo, this might be a little too much, but Ringo's never been much of a humper.
Well, some dogs aren't.
I mean, Roscoe, yeah, he yeah. Anyway, get off of that subject. Even though it is hump day.
Mm-hmm.
Swamp Picker, hey Glenn. We have, let's see, I got a question last night. One of our viewers was asking about Nathan Red Neckerson and said that they hadn't seen him online. And I don't know if you had, you're pretty close to him, so I didn't know if you had seen that or not. Tommy. I think Tracy took her 6,000 in super chats, put on some hooker heels and went on the town. I don't blame her if she did. I would have.
I know, right?
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. I think you're just jealous.
Mm.
Jelly, jelly. Did you sleep last night, Sally?
Yeah, even though it doesn't look like I did.
No, you got some.
Yeah, I did. I went to bed at like, I don't know. What time did you get off the phone with you?
I don't know.
It was pretty early, but.
It was pretty early. It was around, I don't remember, 8-ish.
Okay, so probably around 11. Probably around 11 I went to bed, and I probably went to sleep around 12 or 1.
Okay.
And I slept until right now.
Good.
8:30, something like that.
Yeah. And then you have to go in at what?
3.
You have to go in at 3 today? Ugh.
I don't like PM shifts.
Yeah.
I've already decided that.
Yeah. Did you
Just
tell her?
because, well, I kind of asked her, and she kind of gave me attitude, and I gave it right back. Because I said, I kind of need to know what's going to happen in my life. I said, do you know anything about like where I'm going to be?
Mm-hmm.
You know? And she says, I'm kind of trying to figure out stuff in my life too. And she just hired, you know, those 3 new people. So,
Right.
But
I mean, you were trying to what you're trying to find out is, am I going to be on this shift forever?
Yeah, because I don't want to be.
Yeah, and you have seniority.
Yeah. Oh, and I'll make sure that I'm not on that shift.
You don't need that. I don't think that's good.
I mean, I'm just doing it right now just to be a good doggy.
Right, right.
You know, I'm being a good employee and trying to work with her because she's going to be trying to get these people trained. You know, so
yeah.
And the better they're, you know, or the faster they're trained, the faster I can get off night in the PM shift or whatever. I also have an appointment on Tuesday in Bay City for my back.
For surgery?
Well, it's with the surgeon, yeah.
Are they going to do anything that day?
I don't think so.
Okay. So it's more of like a consultation type of thing and see what it is and what they can do and how far
and
is
look at the MRI or the that's what it's called, right?
Yeah.
And set it up basically. See if they want to do the surgery, or if if they don't want to do the surgery or what.
Whatever.
Yeah, that's my coffee brewing.
Coffee machine.
Yeah. That's exactly what it sounds like, is boiling toast in the cauldron. That's funny.
So how far is Bay City?
An hour, I think.
Okay.
Possibly. It's right past. I believe it's right past Mount Pleasant, but
okay.
it's going towards the, what would it be? It's going towards the east instead of going straight down Michigan.
Right. Okay.
So I mean, it's not a big deal, and even the surgery is probably not going to be a big deal. It's probably going to be an in-out situation.
Yeah, I would think so. I wouldn't think that they would have to put you completely out or anything. So.
Yeah.
You know, and if that is a possibility, just make sure that you let them know that you have a CPAP.
Yes, I will.
You know, that's really important.
Yeah. And they're a bigger hospital. They're a better hospital. So
Yeah.
I've really only heard good things.
Yeah. And some of those hospitals do have like CPAPs in their, you know,
Yeah.
respiratory department, but you would feel more comfortable if you had your own mask and all that. So
Yeah.
just keep that in mind. Yeah.
Where's Nikki at?
Hey Nikki,
Oh,
I
there she
enjoyed
is.
your video.
I'm sure I'll
I
enjoy
watched
it.
it about at 3 o'clock in the morning. I had a horrible sleep. Just a
Oh.
horrible. But it doesn't. I think I'm really considering putting my phone like in the bathroom or
Yeah.
leaving it here, and because I mean the thing goes off
And you're up. Huh?
and I wake up and I'm sitting there and I'm half asleep and I'm doing stuff on my phone in my sleep basically. So I think I'm.
Well, can't you just put your phone on Do Not Disturb or something?
Yeah, you could do that. I could do that.
I would just do that.
But if I did that, I probably would do that and not know how to get out of it. So, you know me.
Well, just make sure you do.
Yeah. I mean, I could just, mute it and everything, but I think I'm just gonna leave it out in the living room. Fishing and picking. Whose bong water is bubbling in the mic? Oh my god.
It's not a bong. It's a coffee pot. I need my coffee, so I'm not going to stop it. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's a good idea. Sherry says I have mine on quiet time hours that it goes silent automatically with only a few numbers that can override it. Yes, definitely, Hank. I agree. Hank says hers is on silent. Turn face down against a table so that no light emits from it. Used to allow it to bother me during sleeping hours. Yep. Yeah, I think that's a lot of my issue with sleeping. I think if I didn't have that, I don't think I'd have a problem. Like if my brother calls, it will ring, but nobody else.
Yeah,
that's the thing that I'm like worried about. You know, one of the girls are calling and stuff, but I don't know.
Right.
And if somebody needs to call me in the middle of the night, well, they're just shit out of luck. Your family phone numbers should be a setting there. Okay.
This is true. Yeah. Somebody's dead, then we're not gonna have a chance anyways.
Yeah.
It's an hour and 6 minutes.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, and I may get some extra thrifting places in there.
That's what I'm saying. Get your Google out and Google some thrift stores in the area.
Yeah, because I would be taking a whole different route.
Yeah. There used to be, I can't remember what show it was on. I think it was a soap opera, actually. And it was Bay City. remember. Can't remember which one it was, but yeah.
These doctors have weird names. Oh my god. I scared the crap out of
Bless
me.
you.
Bless you.
Woo! That one creeped up on me.
Hmm.
Woo!
I think part of your frontal lobe just shot out into space.
Oh. Mike, he used to have the loudest sneezes. I mean, it would scare a person because you would. It was horrible. And they do about 5 or 6 of them.
Let's see where this place is at.
But yeah, I didn't get a whole lot of stuff done yesterday, but I got some thrifting done. I got some groceries bought, and I'm just trying to get as much listed as I can before I leave.
Oh, it's a lady surgeon.
It's less than. What is it, 30? I think she's 36 weeks today.
Man.
So she's coming up 3 more weeks.
It's just flown.
Shirley says, I think there's a St. Vincent's in Bay City. Haven't been, but heard it was good. Oh,
Where are you at again, Shirley? I can't remember. Are you down there?
But had some pretty good sales yesterday, and I was happy as a lark about that. So
that's awesome.
That was good. Midland.
Oh, you're in Midland. Okay.
And then Sally, I was talking to Sally, and she got like 3 sales while I was talking to her.
Yeah, but that's all I got. See, it was because of you.
You
sister.
ended the call too soon.
I know.
Were you in the bathroom when she called?
No.
Nope. No bathroom involved in that one.
Hmm.
I just had good juju. It was fun. So what's new? It's too quiet in here.
My sales are slow.
Are they?
I need to run some sales or kick it in the butt, lower some prices maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. That's what I did the other day. I just went in and lowered some prices and fooled around with some settings and Ugh. And I don't know. Got some sales from it. It's iffy. Sometimes, some days it's good. My graphs are still messed up, and yeah, I don't know. Then I seen a post this morning that I guess managed payments are all screwed up. Said some people it's taken like 7 days, 7+ days to get their money.
Man, I just don't think it's going to be a good idea.
I wonder why that would take longer. Doesn't make any sense.
I don't know. Somebody hit the wrong button. I mean, you just never know. You never know what they're doing over there.
Well, I mean, eBay worked with PayPal so long. If they just copied a lot of what PayPal does, seems like, okay, this should be fine.
Yeah,
But
but they're
no.
not the same.
I think it's going to be a whole different ball game, and you would think that would be the way that it would work, but you know, it's a whole different entity and a whole different way of doing things. So it's going to be different, and the process is going to be different. That's true, Hank. That is so true. Difficult to hit the correct button when one's head is up one's butt. That ain't no lie. You can't see the buttons.
Yeah, I don't really, I'm not looking forward to that. I mean, I know that it's gonna have to be done one day, but I just think it's gonna be bad.
Maybe we'll all be millionaires by the time that comes to pass, and we won't have to worry about it.
Yep.
That would be.
That's what I'm counting on.
There you go. Might as well go positive in this, right? Jeez, that's the thing right there, Liz. What's the interest rate on holding all that money for an extra week? That's no lie. Hank says I see a lot of sellers on Instagram having a lot of issues with managed payments. Really sucks. Okay, block poplar picker. He's a troll. Have faith. Would eBay ever steer us wrong? Oh my gosh. Yeah, they reckon the money in. No doubt about it.
Obviously, you're a newbie poplar picker.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's just, you know, and I agree with the whole thing of, you know, get you 2 to 3 other places that you can put your stuff on. I don't know. I know Todd, you know, he ain't gonna do that, but I think it's good to put your eggs in different baskets rather than have them all in one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like people messing with my money.
And I even thought about getting that list perfectly for a little bit, just so I can get everything cross-posted. Because it's so, I mean, even though it's not like, it's not very difficult to cross-post, or it's not very difficult to list on Macari and Poshmark, but if you have a lot of listings that you're trying to catch up on, you know, to put over there, then, you know, and I kind of feel like I'm scrambling a little bit. Oh, that's great, Nikki. That's all you need. Yeah, you know what? I actually got an email from on eBay saying that that I would get $100 or $150 credit if I was to open a checking account, or not a checking account, but a credit account with them. And I'm like, well, where's my $150 credit for you screwing up my shit? You know? Why can't they, my glasses aren't working today. Why can't they give me a credit for that, you know? I really wish we could go on strike.
Right? Right?
You know, not saying I want to leave eBay or anything, but I'm just saying, you know, give us half our money back for the month, you know, and you know, you don't have to give me a full refund, but come on, give us some money, you know, so that we can have a little bit of a leadway on our sales and stuff, you know, and you know, try to fix what you freaking broke, because we're the one that's doing the fixing, not them.
Right.
They may make it to where it's not going to screw up again for a little while, but that's all they're doing.
Right. That's true. That is true.
That's a good idea, Liz. She says they give you a free 3-day money back trial on Liz Perfectly. You have to email to get your refund. If you have 3 days to cross post, you might want to try that. Well, I did write down for my vacation, so.
Oh, did you?
Yep. I put it down for November. I think it is.
Hi, Carol.
I can't really remember, but I think it's somewhere around 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, something like that.
Did you take 5 days off?
No, I took like 8.
Oh, good. Dang.
Well,
That'd be nice.
I'm gonna make it good.
That'll be nice if you can get them all.
I know. I had one more day on there, and it was like that other day that I was just trying to make it to where like I would work half the week and then have the rest of the week off and then have the first part of the other week.
Morning,
Like,
Patty.
you get more days like that.
Yeah. Man, I used to love that, working 7 days, you know, at the hospital. I mean, it was rough, but I mean, if you could take all you had to do was take 1 week off, and you got 3 weeks off. Carol, you need to start sleeping better. Yeah, she had to drive a friend to the seminar this morning.
Oh man.
She had to get up early and take her and everything. So she said, "I'm coming back home and I'm going back to sleep." So I don't blame you. I would do the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tommy says most sellers are down 30 to 70%.
Yeah. It doesn't even feel like it's fourth quarter to me.
No.
Right now is my lowest 31-day total all year.
Yep.
Maybe 2 years.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm doing anything different.
And I'm not much of a fourth quarter type of person, you know. I mean, that really doesn't. I guess in a sense it does, because I do a little bit of Amazon, but I just, you know, with my eBay, it really didn't make a difference if it was fourth quarter or not. Sales were a little bit better, but for the most part, it didn't have that big of an impact on me. But yeah, I mean, people that count on fourth quarter to be, you know, for it to be kicking and sales and busy, and you know, they're not They're not having it this year. It's just not happening. Yeah, I need to watch Todd's video too. I'm gonna put that on the list. Watch Todd's video. There we go. It's on the list. It'll get done.
Yeah.
Liz says I'm at 14%, but it's only because of that killer storage unit. I don't know. And I don't know why. I can't understand why they would make such a drastic change at this time of the year. Why wouldn't they wait until the beginning of the year to do such a thing?
Right. You know, and my percentages on my Seller Hub, it says that I'm up. It says that I'm like really up. Like compared to prior 31 days, it's 87.5% up. And then compared to the same period a year ago, I'm up 156.5%.
Wow. Wow.
But I think I might be selling more this year than I think I'm selling more this year than I have previous years.
Yeah. And that may not be in quantity. That may be more, you know, it may be a little more quantity and a little more, but I think the major thing is the price. I think you're selling your stuff for more.
Yeah.
This year. Okay, Sassy. Going into a trunk or treat planning meeting. Well, that sounds like fun. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm going to get coffee.
Okay. Come back.
I think part of my lower sales are I had better stuff last year at this time. I had my old lady private pick. I was getting good stuff from her and a lot of different variety of stuff. So yeah, my December, I have no illusions that I'll do what I did last December with the 2 big watches I had going out on that month and
yeah,
other stuff like that.
Yep.
I had a big December.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. How do you know, that's the thing is you can never, with eBay these days, you can't say, you know, I'm gonna make so much on fourth quarter. You know, you can't say that anymore. Yeah, Todd was doing better before the big breakup. It's just crazy. And that's kind of, you know, what I mean, Julie is she's more into a niche, so she counts on those busy seasons. You know, the holidays is where she does her most work, and so every year, you know, you expect to get so much sales, and like I told her, I said, you know, you can't do that because there's nothing guaranteed. And every year it's going to change. So, that's, you know, that's just, I think that was something that she had to learn and experience, you know?
Yep. Boy, even my Christmas stuff is not seeming to pop off, you know. Hadn't started yet, maybe. I don't know. Got a bunch of that Christmas Village stuff from Department 56.
Yeah. Well,
I got some tchotchkes and some ornaments and some platters and serving things, you know. Maggie!
Hey,
Maggie, good morning.
and there's Sally. Is Sally here?
She went to get coffee.
Ah,
Haven't seen Maggie in a week or so. Good
yeah, I've
grief.
been busy.
A week without Maggie is like a week without Maggie. It's bad.
Week without Maggie's like a week without oatmeal. You could do with it or do without it.
Oh no, you're much better than oatmeal.
Oh, yes.
A week without Maggie is like a week without bacon.
Mm.
Love me some
Hi.
bacon.
Hi,
So
Hank
true.
and Liz. I can't see a thing.
Well, it's because you're getting old and blind like me.
Oh, gosh.
I am.
I'm picking on Maggie this morning.
Morning, Rita. Tommy says I'm up 10.1% according to eBay. Oh, wait, that's only pants and video games. I don't know.
Is there still a glitch going on with your? I mean, I keep selling stuff, and my eBay Seller Hub keeps telling me my 60-day total is going down and down and down. So I'm not.
Yeah, they haven't even added on yesterday's yet on mine.
I'm thinking, wait a minute, I'm selling stuff, but so that's still glitchy, I guess.
Yep.
Okay. And selling stuff like crazy on Poshmark. Poshmark just woke up for some reason.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Thank goodness for Poshmark, right?
Yeah.
Take a little bit of load off of what eBay's going, what's going on over on eBay. So you do a little bit over on Posh and makes it a little bit better.
Yep. It all goes into the big pot.
It does. Definitely does.
So what's Tommy talking about? How your sales are going?
Yeah.
Hey, Sally.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How are you? I like that
All
hat.
right. Thanks.
Yeah, why wouldn't that make sense, Tommy? Why wouldn't they do the whole market of all the categories that you're selling on, not just the one or two areas that you're selling on? That makes absolutely no sense.
Yeah, because like some people say, well, we have more lady stuff than guys stuff and stuff like that. I have it all over. And I have it in my electronics. I have it everywhere. Clothing, everywhere. Shoes, collectibles.
So maybe they're only showing you the categories you went up in. They don't want to show you the categories you went down in.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
definitely what he's saying. I mean, it's kind of a false, it's almost like a false pretense. Like,
Yeah.
it just does not. I don't know. That seems so like thievish.
But people are still buying stuff that is still I don't know like what you guys are selling right now, but like I know for a fact that a couple of the things that I was looking at the other day that needed revisions that I have not revised yet sold. So they're still selling. People are still being able to see them.
Yeah.
I've sold, like where on the seller hub are you looking, Tom? Is it under sale? Is it
I think that's where he's looking.
under sales? I've sold some clothing in the past since this glitch started, or not since the glitch started, since they said the glitch was solved.
Mhm.
I've sold some clothes that I've had listed for up to 2 years. And I'm wondering if it was ever visible before. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
Weird.
Yeah, that's what I sold too. Was something that was listed for a long time, and I know that I actually it had the thing on it saying that it needed to be revised. So I know for a fact that it's still being sold. Because I heard, I don't know who said it, but somebody told me, well, your stuff's not being seen. But obviously it is.
But it makes you wonder if the glitch, or if it wasn't being seen for a longer time before.
And,
They
you
did
know,
whatever they're doing. But the item specifics are going to drive me crazy. All the choices you have now, it just
oh,
takes
I know.
so long. It takes so long to sort through them all.
Well, not even that. It is a lot, but why is it doubled? Like, I'm not understanding why it's doubled, because like I'll have, whenever I first bring it up, you know, it comes up with the color and size and all of that. And usually the size is missing. And then out of that one. But then if you go down lower, the size is right there. And then there's the measurements, and then, you know, all of that, the styles and all that.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's there. It's just not in the first section that they
Right.
put in.
And now you have to choose department, women, men's, boys, girls. Like the category is women, men. You know what I'm, have you seen that when you go to list that it says department?
Department. I don't
And you have
remember
to
seeing
choose.
that.
Yeah, I've
No.
seen that a few times.
Yeah, I'll have to choose women, men, boys, or girls.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Yeah,
When I've got a unisex thing,
right.
yeah, this jacket can be worn by a man or a woman. But there's not a
Yeah.
unisex deal on there. They force you to select
Yeah. You
a
gotta
man or a
just kind of pick
woman
one.
or a youth or whatever. Ute. But that's stupid. Just knocked out half of the potential customers.
Yeah. And then you'll have like a top, and I'll have like a top that's like a split neck, and you could choose between split under neckline, or you could choose split neck, or you could choose split neckline. Like they have duplicate descriptors. And it just makes
Yeah.
you wonder what a buyer is seeing on their end. If they go to search, are they really going to bother sifting through all those item specifics?
I see.
That could be a better way.
It says that you could be seen in search, just can't be seen if they filter on left side by size.
I think buyers look at specifics more than they look at your description. But especially on mobile, because seeing the description on mobile, you got to click twice more.
That's true.
And mobile is like 40% of sales on eBay now. Is that what they said?
Yeah.
somewhere around that figure.
I don't know.
Okay, Beth, go get them.
Have
Have a good-
fun.
Have a good day, Beth.
Ooh, I look forward to the whole video tomorrow. Oh, and huge changes coming to her business plan. She's so organized and like in her mind, Beth. She's so orderly. You know, she thinks things through. And my mind is just like chaos. I kept thinking, when my kids are older, I'll be more organized and better. And then I thought, well, when I'm retired, I'll be more organized and I'll be better. And I'm still just one big mess.
I laugh because, yeah, you're describing me.
Oh,
I got stuff at the bottom of my death pile. I'm just like, I bet I've got some good stuff I could list. And then stuff's probably been in there
yeah.
underneath stuff for a year or two.
Probably got
Just
some
keep
pretty good
piling
stuff
it up.
there. Try some gold bars and
Yeah, every time I dig in my death pile, I go, oh my gosh, I should have listed this
that's not
What?
listed.
way back when. I always sell those Norelco electric rechargeable razors real good. And
Mm-hmm.
I found one this morning down
Did you?
in my death pile. I was like, I tested it out and cleaned it this morning before the show started. Yeah, it works great. it's not listed, but there it was, down amongst my junk in my trunk, junk in my den, junk in my bedrooms, junk in my carport, junk in my shed. Oh God.
That's right. She said, "Go Team Lance."
Go Team Lance.
No, Beth, I think you have to be, I wouldn't call you flighty. I would call you more, just trying to I would say you are trying to acclimate to the changes that eBay are making. So you're trying to kind of duck and weave while they're throwing the snowballs, or they're throwing all these fastballs, and you're just trying to duck and weave and try to miss that stuff. And so you're just trying to make changes accordingly. So I would definitely, I think that's what we all do.
Yeah.
They may not be big changes, but we're probably doing things with our business that we didn't do a year ago,
Right.
and that's just because of the things that are going on with eBay. So I don't know. You just don't worry about anybody, and if anybody says anything to you, you come to me and I'll give them what first.
Yeah.
We ain't doing that. It's your business. You do whatever you need to do. Tommy was saying that he only fills in the required places on the item specifics, and I do the same thing. The only thing that I will put in are like measurements, but really anything else that is required, I will fill in. So I just go to, you know, what I would think that a person would need if they were searching for my item. I'm not going to fill out every single thing, but you know.
See, they are saying that they are going to do another update.
They're on freaking crack.
It says it right here. It says seller hub issue. We have completed the backfilling of missing sales data between October 12th and October 15th in the seller hub performance tab. As the backfilling of data happens in stages, some sellers may experience an additional delay of data between October 18th and October 22nd. We are actively working on speeding up the process for those sellers. We will provide another update once fully complete.
So it's just saying we're going to screw your account up even more. We'll let you know.
The worst is yet to come.
You know, and truthfully, there's nothing we can do. There's absolutely nothing we can be proactive and, you know, try to make sure that our, you know, items have enough information in there so they can be seen, and, you know, in the search. But that's about all we can do. You know, make good listings, do good pictures, and I mean that's really about all we can do.
Come out fighting.
Ding.
Go.
That's right. I agree with you. But you know what? None of these updates are going to kill any of it.
Fight.
And in this corner, we have eBay.
Sorry, Valerie, we were playing right on top of what you were trying to say.
I seen that. Like, dang. I get no respect.
Oh, sorry.
I couldn't resist.
I couldn't either.
Knocked out.
Just need some of those pretty girls walking around with the round cards, you know.
Oh my gosh.
Las Vegas showgirls walking around with the round cards. Round number 10 goes to the sellers. No, eBay again.
Oh.
Judge Hackensack scores for eBay. Yay.
It'll all be okay.
Yep.
Like I say, duck and weave. Do the best you can.
Yep.
What else you gonna do?
Yeah.
If you know something I don't.
We're just gonna bend over and smile. It's the same.
Take it up the wazoo.
I'm going to bend over and say, Mark Offenacre and pucker up.
Bend over,
Your
here's your stick.
Put your
Picked out
head
a stick
between
just for
your,
you.
what is it? Put your head between your legs and kiss your ass goodbye.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know. Morning, Julie. It's the way it would go right there. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay. See you later, Apollo Creed.
Sure, he says, I'll bend over, but I ain't gonna smile. it's kind of with everything, with any updates, they screw stuff up or whatever. You just kind of have to roll with it, and
Roll with the
we'll
punches.
we'll figure it out. This is what we're good at. We're good at figuring shit out. When it comes to, I mean, I'm not saying I'm gonna go, try and rework the system or whatever, but you just do what you have to do to make your sales, to make it to where you can get sales.
Yeah, but it's so much gratifying to grap about it
Yeah.
sometimes.
And this is kind of how they cut out the people that can't hack. Some people will do that. Some people will say, well, this is enough for me, I'm out of here. I'm gonna go live somewhere else, and I'm gonna go find another platform, which is fine. And which is why, there's some people that they list on eBay for 5 days and they don't get any sales, and they give up. It's the same thing. They just, yeah. Yep. In college, we call them weed out classes. Yep. You're just weeding out the people that can't hack it, and it's a good thing for us, because we'll stay here and we'll put up with eBay shit and figure it out. Yep, sink or swim. I was actually thinking about taking all my clothing down and relisting it all.
Relisting it all?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know if I want to do that. Oh, good job, Jody. She had her first Poshmark sale yesterday.
Awesome. Why did you think, like, redo your pictures, like just redo everything?
Why not? If you're gonna redo pictures and everything, why not just go into it as a fresh listing and just redo it? Now that it's all, how it is now.
Yeah.
Why not just make sure that, I mean, maybe before I delete them, I'll put in, like, what I had in the title, and then like the measurements and stuff like that.
Right.
Some of my stuff only has one picture.
Oh, wow.
Because that one update where they lost all the pictures.
Right.
I've deleted the ones that didn't have any pictures, because there was some that didn't have any pictures. But I mean, why not just do it like that, and then just cross post everything?
Yeah, I mean, it can't hurt, but it's a lot of work.
Yeah,
It
it
is a
is.
lot of work.
Yeah.
That would take,
I
I
mean,
can't imagine.
my eBay store is probably, I'd say 40% clothing,
Oh, wow. So,
and I have 1,040 listings.
oh my God, that's a lot. I mean, do you have other stuff to list? Would that stuff have to get put on hold while you were working with relisting?
Well, yeah, I have all of this. Well, that was weird. My lamp just went off and came back on by itself.
Weird.
Mm. Hello, whoever you are.
Liz, Nikki says you need at least 4 or 5 pictures to come up good on search. That is right from eBay's mouth. I know that there's some YouTubers that say use all 12 photos. I don't do that, but
Well, it depends on what it is. For me, if it's a CD, I'm just going to do front, back,
Right.
inside.
right.
Done.
Actually, I went through and a lot of my stuff that is, well, a lot of my clothing that is been there for a while. Not any of the new stuff or higher priced items like coats and stuff, but the, you know, the lesser priced items I put on auction.
If I've got a watch to list, yeah, I'll take 8, 9, 10, 11 photos. Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
yeah,
I
it
try to
just
take as
depends on
many.
what it is.
I try to take as many pictures. I have like a little photo shoot, you know, do from this side, do from this side, you know, because people like
Yeah.
different angles. You know, I try to do that. You know, and it just depends on what I come up with. You know, whenever I get to the back of the item and, you know, take a few pics of that, and then I'm done. And it usually comes up to around 10.
Yeah, that's what I usually do, about 8 to 10 on clothing.
Yeah.
Bronco.
Yeah, my lamp just went on and off by itself, Valerie.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Cool.
It's that time of year. Spirits are roaming the earth.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. That they are.
But they are, absolutely. They are ootin' a boot.
Bless you.
Valerie, I sold a top the other day for $50.
For what?
A top I sold for $50.
Ooh.
Good.
And the brand was Current. It was Current, the plus sign Air.
Yep.
Have you ever seen it? I've never seen it. And
I
it
think
turned
that's
out to be Anthropology.
Yep.
Current Air?
Current Air.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I thought, well, Anthropology, you know, listed high. But I was shocked.
Well,
it sold.
You know, it's a crapshoot, really.
Well,
With Anthropology, there's some brands that, I mean, they sell really low. You know, you can't sell them for over $20, but
Yeah.
there's some
Yeah, this
that,
one, the comps were high. They were up there, and the stuff that was already listed was in that area. So I thought, well, I'll just throw it up there and take best offer. And somebody bought it.
yeah,
Jody
it's
had her
crazy.
first Poshmark sale.
That's awesome. I love Poshmark.
Do too.
I think it's a great site, and you know, I think they're just doing, and I know they're small and everything, but I like, there's really not anything that I don't like about that platform. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. Liz, what I do is if I'm out in the store and I just see something that I don't recognize, I go and look for the tag, tag that has the RN number on it. It's what, 71660, I think, is the RN number for
66170.
66170 for Anthropology.
Yeah.
So yeah, so if anything that I don't recognize the tag, I don't recognize the brand, I just look at that tag, and if it's got the 66170.
Yeah, and the
About that.
66170 can be either
Urban
Posh or Anthropology or Urban Outfitters.
Outfitters, right?
Um,
And Urban Outfitters for me sells less than Anthropology, but
Yeah.
still sells.
Yep. Yeah, knock on
I've never
wood.
had an issue with Poshmark. When I sent that thing to the wrong buyer, they were so nice about it. They just stepped right in. They sent the label off. They contacted the other buyer to get it forwarded on.
Yeah, I just think they have really good processes where,
Yeah,
if something happens, it seems like they've already thought about it, and they have a process to take care of it, and it's not a crazy debacle, that you have to go through to get your item to the other to the other place. And I don't know. And it, like Jody says, the only thing is that the 20% off the top, that to me, that is like, I love that because I know exactly what I'm getting before I even sell it.
right.
When I'm giving the offer, when I'm doing offer to likers, I know exactly how much I'm going to get.
Right.
And it's not a secret. Like with eBay, it's a little different because you have so many people's hands in the pot, and one business is taking out
Right.
a little bit, and then another one is taking. You don't even know. With this, you know exactly how much.
Yeah, and eBay, between the eBay fees and the Poshmark fee or the PayPal fees, you're probably paying.
Just as much or
Yeah.
more. If you have promoted listings, if you have sales, all that stuff definitely takes a toll
Yeah.
in that.
Mm.
But yeah, there was a time where I even considered, because I do mainly clothing or anything that I can put on. I can put the same items that I sell on eBay. I can pretty much take all of them and put them on Poshmark. And there was a time that I was considering just going to Poshmark and leaving eBay behind. But, I didn't do that. Yeah, just adjust your prices a little bit, and you're good to go. I did the same thing on Macari. Morning, Julie. Your appointment is this morning. Get to see the little baby.
Again?
I think. Maybe that's not till next week. I'm so confused. I don't know. No appointment. Okay. Well, that's good. You can stay at home and work and get some stuff done. Did you see, Sally, did you see the new pictures Julie put up?
I'm not, but on Facebook.
Okay. She put some new pictures of it was her and AJ. So, but yeah. Oh,
Get it?
Get it.
What? Who's getting it? Who's
Like
getting it?
me.
Yeah, I sold I sold a lot of Christie's auction catalogs
Oh, good.
for
Cool.
$45.
Nice.
Good
Gotta
job.
love it. Gotta love it.
Glad somebody is getting a sale.
Right? Yep.
It ain't me.
Morning, Johanna. And Julie. I didn't see Julie.
It ain't me. It ain't me. Unfortunate son.
Oh, that's so cute.
Hello, Mr. Sadie.
Hellfire and Brimstone.
Yeah. Wait until you need to start your nap, Sadie. My video will put you right out.
I put Tommy's videos on when he comes on late, and I'll just let it sit, and I'll just fall right asleep.
Well, his videos last for like 2 or 3 hours.
I know. I think that's why I go to sleep. I
don't have as much to say as Tommy does. My videos last about 7 or 8 minutes.
That's what I do at night. I sit and catch up on all the YouTube videos I've missed through the day. I'll lay there and my earphones on, my iPad, watching YouTube
Did
till
you
I
see
fall
that?
asleep.
See that? It just went off and on again.
Did it? Your light bulb's going out.
Jim and Tara's video was good this week.
Yeah, I got to finish that one. I was watching that last night.
Well, shoot.
Did I hear that Nikki put up a video last night?
She did.
Oh, I need to catch up on that one. I haven't seen that one yet.
No, I hadn't either.
Go see that.
That's probably what I'll do today. I got a few things to finish listing, and then I'm going to veg out for the rest of the day. As Wednesdays is my day to do stuff around the house and all that good stuff.
Yeah, sometimes it's good just to kind of veg out a little bit.
I don't get burnt out. Yeah, I don't get burnt out. Because sometimes on Wednesday, when I used to do it all week and then just take the weekend off, by the time Friday rolled around, it's like, oh, God. So now I just got to take a break in between, and then I'm ready to go the rest of the week. But I still got a stack of things to do like that.
Well, sure. I mean, you know, in this job, we're always there's always gonna be stuff to do. But
oh yeah,
you know, sometimes you just got to take
a breather,
a minute, and just do what you need to do.
Rejuvenate.
See, now you got me on Facebook.
Uh-oh. Sorry.
I just ran over a post that says, "I gave you life, now you give me your Reese's." That's the deal. Every mom on Halloween.
That's right. Fill up the candy jar.
I think if they ever quit making Reese cups, Teresa would absolutely die. I mean, she has to have a Reese cup with breakfast, with lunch, with dinner. It's like, oh my God.
Really?
Yeah, she has to have Reese cups. I buy them by the bag.
Oh my gosh.
So why don't you just get some chocolate syrup and some peanut butter, and then you have it all the time. So
you know what I like to do, because I'm a Reese's fan too, but I like having Hershey bars too. So I'll take my Hershey bars and I'll just dip it in the peanut butter jar.
Yep.
And
so
freaking good.
Especially when you get the Reese's peanut butter in the jar. Oh, that is good.
I've never had that.
You've never had that?
Either.
Yeah. They got
peanut butter on my chocolate.
Reese's has their own peanut butter.
You got chocolate on my peanut butter.
I'm so screwed now. Thanks a lot, Lori.
We have it here. I just assumed everybody had it, but because I get the spoon, I'll get a spoon with the Hershey's chocolate bottle, and then a spoon and squirt it on the spoon. You know, the peanut butter.
Wow.
I said I don't need a bag of Reese's. I make my own.
Oh, so the mystery Oreo is maple. Ooh, that sounds good.
That does sound really good.
Yeah, send me some, Rita. That sounds so freaking good. Yeah. When I lived in Oregon, when I was 17 years old, we had this It was actually like the old timey diners.
Mhm.
Like and they had shakes and the ice cream, stuff right there at the counter, and then you could sit at the bar or whatever, or you could sit at a table. It was a really nice diner, and they would make a malt shake that was peanut butter and chocolate, and it was to die for. It was the best.
It's like my sister used to work for Baskin and Robbins when I was a kid, and she would always bring home
Get it?
the
Woo!
peanut butter chocolate ice cream. I was like, oh. So
Mm,
Is that you again, Maggie?
Yeah, a pair of jeans.
good
Man.
job.
and as far as maple syrup goes, I take that like cough syrup, squirt on a spoon.
Right.
Like if I need a sugar fix instead of if I can't find anything, I've always got maple syrup. It's like because I'm not a big candy eater, but every now and then I'll get a sweet tooth, and I don't have much in the house because usually
Right.
the cheesecake's always gone. So
Right.
What is Tom?
Good morning.
morning,
Morning,
Tom.
Tom.
Right. Yeah, our oil change place right now, it has a sign out front that says now offering pumpkin spice flavored oil for a limited time only.
God. There's pumpkin spice everything.
So
Oh
that's
my
what they figure. They might as well jump on that while they can.
Next thing you know, there's gonna be pumpkin spice scented toilet paper or something.
Oh
It's like God.
In the roll.
Yeah.
In the roll, right?
Yeah.
The commercial.
So, kissing your ass might not be such a bad thing. Then.
Possibly.
It smells like pumpkin spice down here. What you been doing, girl?
Okay. How about those Panthers? Or those Texas Titans? I just wish they would go as crazy at Christmas time with eggnog as they do with damn pumpkin spice. Because I like eggnog.
Yeah.
I haven't had eggnog in years.
I haven't had it in a long time. Super long time.
I don't like it, so not unless it's got rum mixed in with it. Then I can drink it.
More rum than
Rum. You gotta put whiskey in it.
That sounds good. Anything with alcohol sounds good.
Yeah.
Just not brandy.
Mm-mm.
I don't do brandy.
Brandy. You're a
Walks
What a
through
good
silent
life
town.
it would be. Sorry. I'm one of those song and word association people.
Oh my goodness. Rita says it's like $5.99 for half a gallon. My daughter-in-law loves it.
The finest silver from the south of Spain. Got me going now.
Take it or leave it.
Thank you, Laurie. Do, 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 do.
Who sings that song? Brandy.
What song is it?
Brandy, yeah, if I knew what a good life would be.
Crap.
I can hear it. I just can't think of who it is. Well, thank you. Oh, God.
Golly.
This chat is nuts this morning.
It is. Like we take a fancy pill or something. Man,
I'm nuts every day, so some days I can just control it better, but today, nope. I've gone off the rails.
Lori, is it cold there?
It kinda.
You got your boggin on.
That's to cover my hair. Because it's kind of like everywhere. It's one of those ball cap things, wouldn't even cover that. So
Okay.
Google says it's Looking Glass.
Looking Glass.
Yeah.
It's like a one-hit wonder then, because I don't remember them too much, except for that one song. No, I think I'm coming down with a cold or something because I keep getting the chill. So I thought, I'm putting my sweatshirt and stuff on. That my eyeballs keep watering and driving me crazy.
Could it be fall allergies?
It could be. And I'm out of Flonase, so that don't help anything. I got prescription strength, so that's how bad my sinuses get sometimes.
It's 50 degrees here. It's supposed to be pretty reasonable today. 67. See that?
That's almost summer.
I know. I was like, woohoo!
We're supposed to have rain tomorrow and Friday.
Oh, wow.
It has rained here for the last 2 days. It's sunny out now, but
What are you doing, Lori?
Okay.
Yeah, she got a cord hanging across there, like.
yeah, I know. I didn't know whether she's gonna start stringing laundry. She had her laundry.
Her laundry line.
Yeah, her laundry line out. She's gonna start hanging up clothes.
I think she got unplugged.
Lori, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Oh.
She's there.
Everybody was saying they thought you were going to start stringing out laundry because you had cords everywhere.
Huh?
You had a cord. You had a cord going across your ground there. I'm like, man, she's
What that?
going to do some laundry today.
I tried
Laurie, the cable guy with her cord.
I was trying to reach my phone back here without taking out my earphones. I was like, can I reach it? Can I reach it? Nope, I can't reach it.
Oh.
I gotta hang my shirts up, so.
Did y'all hang out? Did your mom hang clothes outside in California?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
I didn't know whether everybody go to clothes dryers by then or not.
Well, we had a clothes dryer, but my mom liked the smell of hung out laundry.
Yep, it was a lot of trouble, but she liked it like that.
I've always,
And of course, in the summertime, it was too hot to run the dryer because she said that it made the house hot.
I told the boys I was gonna put a clothesline up so they could go hang the clothes out there, and Bonnie's like, "I'm not hanging my underwear out there."
Well, it's kind of the wrong time of the year to start that time.
Well, there was a time in my life when you hung it out all year round because you didn't have dryers.
Right.
Only the rich people had dryers.
Yeah.
You hanging out at the wrong time of day here, and you're gonna have some pockets full of snow. You're gonna have it hung out for 2 weeks straight because it's gonna get dry and then wet and dry and then wet.
That's true, Hank. I am not. I've never liked. I like the smell of the clothes when they're hung up, but they come out. Some of them come out so stiff that you can't.
Especially jeans.
You can't even get them on. I mean,
It's like Frankenstein. Been there, done that.
Yeah.
You put them on, they sound like they're gonna break.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Back in
Especially
my
corduroys.
back in my ute, the girls would take their jeans out directly out of the wash machine and go outside and beat them up against, grab them by the legs and beat them up against the brick wall of the house to give them that distressed look.
Mhm.
But a razor blade. That's how I did mine. I got in trouble. I got in big trouble for that though. Bought some jeans, and I had some jeans, and I trashed them up pretty good. Oh man, I got in so much trouble for that. Oof, I was, yeah.
I tell you, at the end of the school year, my mom would grab the scissors and she cut the legs off of them jeans that were too short to wear
Yep.
anymore and make shorts into them. My sons would have a stroke if I cut off a pair of their jeans and said, "Now put these on," and we're outside.
I
I told them they could start a trend.
my mom used to do that too. Because by the time the school year was over with, I'd grown
Right.
more, so my pants were that short.
Yep.
Because I was all legs, Well, I got just some more shorts. Okay.
Yep.
Ours was always hand them to the next kid.
Well, see, I was tall and skinny, and my younger brother was bigger around the waist than I was. He wasn't fat by no means, but he was a huskier kid
Right.
and shorter. So no, I didn't have anybody to hand mine down to because they wouldn't go over. Terry couldn't put them on. And my older brother's 5 years older than I am, and so I'd never been able to wear any of his stuff. What?
Yeah.
You saying good morning? No.
I'll bitch slap you.
No.
She wants to be loving. Don't knock
Aw.
everything over.
I want some love.
She slept with me all night long. She was cold.
Ringo was up next to me all night long. I mean, just right there. I think that was another reason why I didn't sleep good. I was worried about rolling over on him.
Oh,
Well, he'll move.
he
Well,
will
yeah.
move.
I know. But I was still worried about it.
It's not like it's a baby where
Ringo's a baby.
but he'll bite the piss out of you.
Yeah, it's true.
Get off of me, old lady.
No, but like they are so much more aware than we are. Like even if we're sleeping,
Yeah.
even if they're sleeping, I mean, like you just move and they jump awake.
Yeah.
They are. I was watching this because my family, my wife, and my children like to watch all this off the wall science stuff. These people did a study on animals. They put they sedated a cat and a dog just so they wouldn't tear the electrodes off, and then they put electrodes on them and watched their brain waves while they were sleeping. They never reached the level of, I'm gonna say, unconsciousness that humans do.
Yeah. They never get the REM sleep.
Yeah. Which it might be the reason why Roxy sleeps 20 hours a day.
That's probably the reason why dogs sleep so often during the day. They take little naps here and there. Because I'm like, how do you guys sleep so much? I couldn't sleep that much.
Yeah.
I asked my teenagers that, or when they were teenagers, they're not now, but when they were teenagers, like, dude, really? The grass has got to get cut. Yeah, they got to have 12 hours of sleep. unless it's something they want to do.
Right.
You know?
That was
Yep.
me at 15. I just wanted to sleep.
That's because
Morning,
your body's
Tammy.
in a total state of flux. It's
Oh,
growing.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was well, as you know, my cat's an affectionate one, Patty.
Hmm.
Oh,
Looks like I have a duplicate listing.
You were spoiled, weren't you, Hank?
Hank was spoiled. She was the only child.
Oh God, she was spoiled.
Uh-huh.
Did you ever do your own laundry, or did your mama do it for you, or your daddy? Did you pick up your own room, or did your mama do it? Well, it could have been the help.
Oh. She says, I wasn't sleeping a bunch of hours like them spoiled boys. I'm barren about it. Oh my gosh. She said, no, I picked up after myself.
That's my kids too, Patty.
That's because they want to. If they don't have any demands on them,
Yeah.
like if they have a Saturday that's free, they will sleep all day long to
Yep.
try to catch up on that sleep.
Yep. Well, and it was different back when my mom was a teenager because she had to. My grandmother was working. My grandfather had a job. So my mom, once she got to a certain age, she was responsible for getting up, making his lunch, making him breakfast, and this was like at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. Then she had to get her younger siblings up for to get ready for school. So she was kind of like the mom when back in those days. So, which was kind of good because it kind of I'm sure it helped her, when she became a wife. I'm sure that kind of helped because she was already kind of in that mode already.
Yeah.
So, Hank says they raised me as a small adult for the most part, up early AF and a routine and schedule like it or not, helping them at the flea market selling, dumpster picking.
Mm.
Hey, that's good.
Well, that sounds like fun. But I
Joanna
know.
said the same thing. Raised to be workers.
And I'm really surprised that we weren't made to do more of that.
Yeah. We were spoiled. We were spoiled because our mom did everything for us.
Well, yeah.
But
I'm surprised that your dad didn't make us work more.
Did
Her
your dad make you work, Sally?
Sally's dad didn't make them work.
I know.
Valerie's
Well,
dad.
he wasn't around. He wasn't around.
He wasn't around a lot.
He was making too much movies.
He was out doing whatever he wanted to do. So
right.
My dad was not around a lot. My dad kept busy doing other stuff. He wasn't a person that would stay around. So
must have been hellacious as kids because the fathers wanted to stay gone all the time. Miss Maggie.
Yes.
When you getting ready to move into the new house?
This weekend. Oh my God. I've been doing inventory. Oh my God.
So are you moving home or moving back up to Philly this weekend?
Yeah. Yep. So I wanted to do a full inventory ahead of that. And then, yeah, we'll get settled in up there for the winter.
Good.
Yeah.
Is there a reason why you moved north for the winter instead of moving south?
Well,
Your boys are up there.
it's not really, I mean, it's the same climate both places.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah, down here, we like to be here for the summer. We're close to the beach. And then up there in the winter, I don't know. Because right now on a Wednesday night, I'm leaving here at 4:30 to drive all the way up for chorus rehearsal. And there's just a lot of things I like to do up there that, yeah.
And is most of your chorus stuff in Philly, or is it?
Most of it, yeah.
Yeah.
The chorus is Jersey Sound, but it's right over the bridge from Philly. So
Oh,
most of our
okay.
performances and everything are right up in that area. Like Christmas, we have so many holiday performances, and I miss,
Mhm.
yeah. So, yeah. So, and our
Well,
kids
it'll be
are up
more
there, and there's lots of thrift shopping up there. And there's nothing down here in the winter.
Yeah.
Go
So-
where it's happening.
Yep. Yeah. So, yeah, we're happy to get back. Not looking at that.
Mary says our teen contributes nothing. Actually watched him look at our trash can in the road and stopped, looked at it, left it there, and walked in the house.
Well, he noticed it. That's something, right?
That's the first step.
That's
because
hilarious.
if you don't get on to them for not doing something with it, they make a point to not even notice it.
Yeah. What trash can? I didn't see no trash can. What do you mean? You just looked at it. Oh, I didn't see nothing. I was looking at that squirrel across the road.
The teen years are rough. They're rough to get through.
Yeah.
There's so many distractions now.
Put that dang game thing down and get up and do something.
Well, it's like they've got so many music options now. Back when I was a kid, it was like a transistor radio if you were away from the house, and then a radio that plugged in to that wall if you were in the house. There was none of this carrying 1,000 channels around with you all the time.
Right.
If you wanted to record something, it was on cassettes.
Yep.
I remember many a times recording stuff off of the radio.
Yeah.
Recording songs off of the radio.
Yep. And you had to get it right at the right
Yeah.
point.
Sit all day waiting for your favorite song to come on.
For Christmas, my mom and dad gave me I guess I was about 16, gave me a stereo from Radio Shack that had the built-in cassette player recorder. So you could actually play albums or 45s and record it directly to the cassette player.
Mm-hmm.
Every kid in my neighborhood would come over to my house and want to use my stereo so they can make cassettes. Or if somebody bought new records, everybody came over to the house and brought a empty cassette,
Yep.
a blank cassette, so everybody could record the album, and it would sound pretty good. My mom would say, "Oh God, y'all doing this? I'm going to the grocery store. I don't want to listen to the same album 8 times."
Hank says, climbing the antenna tower in hopes of a picture. I never climbed an antenna tower, Hank.
Me neither.
That was my brother's thing.
I don't even know if he was that gutsy.
No, I think he was on. I have a funny feeling that he was on the roof several times.
Hank is right. Now you
Maybe.
can take a camera and you can shoot 20,000 photos on vacation. And before oh, this is a great shot because you took a picture, because it was going to cost you some money to have that film developed.
Oh yeah.
And you had to make sure everything was right, or you'd hope everything was right so you'd get a good picture, because otherwise you spend a bunch of money for to have a bad picture developed.
Yep. Crazy times. Crazy times.
Yeah, we had an antenna on when we lived in Goose Creek, the suburbs of Charleston. We had an antenna outside, and my brother and I would have to go out there because it had to be turned in a certain direction to pick up certain channels.
Mm-hmm.
And my dad would send us out there, and if he wanted to watch something on Columbia's TV channel, my older brother would have to pick it up, and then I would have to turn a concrete block on its end and set it on. He had set it down on it, and then we could pick up the channel 4 in Columbia.
Oh my gosh.
And we had 3 channels.
Mm-hmm.
No, we had 4 channels. We had 2 in Charleston. We had 2 channels, regular, like ABC, CBS. I guess we had more than that. I mean, NBC too. And then we had PBS.
Yep.
And then we had an independent in Columbia.
Yeah, we
And they
did
played
too.
all the 60s cheesy monster movies on Friday night. About 10 o'clock they would start.
We had the
So we'd go
360.
outside and have to turn the antenna to get it set right. And then my brothers and I and our friends, we'd camp out in our den and we'd start watching movies. And then about 2 o'clock in the morning, my dad would get up and come turn the TV off because we're all asleep. Good times.
And then the TV went off at a certain time.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah. And they played the national anthem.
Play the national
Yep.
anthem.
And at, what was it, 10 o'clock? It's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your children are?
Yeah. But yeah, at 12 o'clock out here, all the TVs went offline.
Went off, yeah.
Except the independent one. If they were independent, they didn't go off. They didn't go offline. And I don't know whether it's because they didn't have I don't know how much of this other stuff was like mandated by the FCC, or whether it was fact that they just didn't want to have to do 24 hours of programming.
Yeah.
Or it went back to the point where, when you watch the big 6-inch screen, TVs and stuff like that, where they didn't have enough programming to run. But like I said, that independent channel, it started about 10 o'clock and run to about 3 of nothing but these old cheesy monster, sci-fi monster movies, all that kind of good stuff.
Tammy says, wake up to the white noise.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah.
TV was going.
I don't think 18 went off at night. I think
I don't
18
know.
stayed on.
Dang,
The one
you're
with
you're so young, Sally. They had cable TV back then. Of course, they didn't have.
We didn't.
Oh my, we didn't have cable TV.
I did not have cable TV until I think I was 17.
Mr.
They
Fish and
would-
Pickens says in Todd's time it was only radio programming.
The girls would come over to my house because we had cable, and they come over and watch MTV and all the other HBO and all that stuff. They would come over there.
Skinamax.
Yep, Skinamax. That's right.
MTV, was that back when it was actually a music TV station?
Yes. Videos. They had videos galore.
They were at that point. It was transitioning over to the more shows and stuff
Right.
like that. But yeah, it was still music videos most of the time.
Yeah. Hello?
Hello.
Can I help you?
Central Station.
Ba-do-do-do-do-do.
Yeah, I remember, but I remember when MTV was like, it started out and it was just one music video after a while. I mean, after another. And then they would do some kind of TV show. They would have a show, but it was about the making of these music videos, or talking with one of the bands that made one of the videos about how they made it. But then it went back to music videos. But everything was about music. Now it's, what was that show? What was the show that they had on MTV where they would take 6 people and stick them in a house together?
Real world?
Real World, yeah. That was the beginning of the downfall.
Yeah. That was the beginning of reality TV.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Which is blown up now. I mean, reality TV is a lot of what is on TV nowadays.
Oh yeah.
And most of it's fake.
Yeah.
Valerie doesn't like to say it's fake because she watches it.
I'm obsessed with reality TV. I love that stuff.
Well, Tara she went into depression when they took Honey Boo Boo off.
The thing that I'm watching now is 90 Days and Married. 90 Days So Married.
90 Day Fiance or something.
Something like that. Yeah.
Oh.
I like to watch Teen Mom. I like to watch The Little People.
To me, that's more my style right there, because there's another thing, it's like, kind of just learning about how different people live.
Yeah.
That's more my type. But I also like to watch like a lot of alien stuff about aliens and stuff about hauntings.
Area 51.
Yeah, I like a lot of that stuff, and I'm not too much on like reality TV, but there's this thing on Sling where they have PD Live or Emergency Live or something.
Yep.
And I kind of like that because that's more reality than anything that's on there. You know what I mean?
That kind of reminds me of what is it called? Cops.
Yeah.
I'm not big on. I don't like Cops, but it's kind of the same thing.
I used to love Cops.
Hickory Springs says, "When the heck do you find time to watch TV?" I watch it while I'm listening.
Yeah.
I've been watching a lot more TV, sad to say, because I got this Sling, and it's killing me.
Oh my gosh, I haven't watched TV in over 2 years.
I try to watch that while I'm listening. Have something going in the background.
Mr. Pickens says, "I remember the days of listening to the police scanner at the diner."
Yep. If I turn that on, there wouldn't be anything going on. So.
Oh, Sherry's finally cutting the cord this week.
What?
She got Fire Sticks and Hulu and Weaning the Hubby.
Woo-wee!
Good job.
Are you gonna get a hotel for a week while that's going on? Yeah. Well, good luck to you. It's a difficult thing, but as long as they have stuff to watch, they'll be fine.
Yeah.
I haven't had cable in years since we got the Android box.
Mary says, "I don't know what sickness bug is running through this house, but it's kicking Nick's butt. Might have to take him to the doctor, hoping it's not mono. My daughter just had it." She said, I'm sick too, but I'm woman sick, which means
Yeah.
I feel like crap, but I still get my shit done and take care of everyone.
Yeah. Get your shit done and take care of everybody else in the house.
Yep. Oh, I'm sorry.
What the hell? Where'd she say that at? I can't see that.
It's up.
Oh, okay.
A little
missed it.
higher.
Yeah. Sorry, Mary. I know it sucks to be sick and be a woman.
Well, you know, some guys don't have a life of leisure when their family is sick. Or when they're
Most
sick.
of them do.
Because I don't. I have to just keep powering through it until everybody is situated, and then I have to go to bed and I have to just die for like 3-4 hours, and then when I wake up, start all over again.
So you're like the woman of the house.
When it comes to take care of people.
Yep. Whatever it takes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And I've learned that you have to do it. When Roberta was so sick, before she had her transplant, she just craved crushed ice all the time. So I would get up and put ice in a Ziploc bag and crush it with a cast iron frying pan. And then put it in a cup, take it to the bedroom.
Aww.
And she would sit there and she'd eat her crushed ice. I couldn't sleep in the same room with her before she had her transplant because she was cold all the time. And you'd walk through the door, you'd strip out just about all your clothes off before you went into the bedroom because she'd have it in there like 95 degrees. She was so cold. But I did. That's what I did. She'd buzz me on the telephone and she said, "Would you please make me some ice?" And I'd get up and I'd make her some ice and take it.
Aww.
That's sweet.
I know y'all think I'm just a big old asshole, but you know what? I try to do the right thing from a woman, you know.
Well, and we're not talking about, she was real sick, like terminal sick.
Yeah.
And we're talking about like colds and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
But most men act like they're dying, they act like they're on their deathbed and they, think that they shouldn't have to do nothing, but when a woman is sick, she's still got to do all she's got to do. So you're kind of like that in a way.
Well, see, I was single for so long. I mean, for a long time I was single. And as an adult, being out on my own. And it was a case when I had a migraine and I felt a migraine. I kept ginger ale in the house all the time. And when I felt like when I woke up with having a migraine, I went and got me a glass of ginger ale. I would put it on my nightstand with, whatever else I was on take for it. And then I went back to sleep.
Yeah.
I mean, you just have to you learn to fend for yourself.
Yeah.
And I think, especially from kids in general this day and time, they need to be, before they move in with somebody or they get married, they should have to live on their own for a while, just to figure out. To see what.
Yeah.
That you got to take care of yourself.
Sure.
If it wasn't so damn expensive going away to college, that's a good thing. Because like my son Vanya, he had to learn how to cope.
Mm-hmm.
He had to do his own laundry. He had to keep the room clean because the RAs would come around and do inspections. And
Yep.
He had to learn how to do that stuff. He had to learn to get up and make it to class.
Yep.
If he wanted to stay up all night, that's fine. You better not miss that class, boy.
That's right. That's on you. Mary said, "I know he is really sick though. He has never wanted to ask to go to the hospital, and he was thinking about it last night. When they get to that point, like I had to learn, as I'm a professional nagger.
Professional what?
Nagger.
Okay.
And
I didn't understand the last word. That's the reason.
That's okay. so I would not, you know, he'd be sick or whatever, and I'd have to get on, you know, I'd say, "Are you ready to go to the doctor?" Nope. And I got tired of asking him, so I said, "You know what? When you're ready, you let me know." And when he was ready, he said, "I think I need to go to the hospital." And I'm like, "Okay, let's go," you know. So, and we just did it. I was tired. I mean, if you're not gonna do it, then you know, tired and nagging. Oh,
Bye, Rita.
oh, yeah. The men are just so stubborn, and I am stubborn too, because I kind of do the same thing. You know, I can't just blame it on men, because we're all that way. But all right, y'all. Huh?
I was just gonna say, and Brandon's been really good about like taking care of me when I'm sick, you know, like if I get a cold or whatever, you know, there's men out there that, you know, still, you know, will help you out, but you know.
Yeah. Yep.
Alrighty, folks.
And
You'll have a great day.
Too heavy to knock out and load in the truck and haul off to the doctor. Exactly. Exactly. That's true. All right, everybody. We're gonna call it a day. At least on the show, anyway. I hope everybody has a great one. We'll see y'all later.
Bye.
Lots of sales.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm gonna go watch.